What's up, guys? Sleepz here with another episode of my Journey to Ultimate Team. I'm going to start this episode off going straight into a match with our Russian League squad. And normally on the first episode of me doing a new league, I would show you guys putting the team together, how much I played for some of the players and things like that. But this time around, I decided not to do it just because I've done a Russian League squad before, very briefly, and it was a very budget team. You know, I didn't really focus my series around it. It was during the time which I had the La Liga squad going, and I used the Russian League team simply for fitness purposes. And also, you guys saw this Russian League in episode 138, where I showed you guys all the squads I've made. Kind of did, I guess you can call it like a squad show off. I showed all the squads that I've made throughout the series, and I had this Russian League built, so I just briefly showed it then. So I felt it was a little irrelevant to show it for a third time. You guys more or less know what players I have in this team at this point, but I'll tell you guys quickly like what I'm working with. And I did this team in a 4-3-1-2 just because that's the formation that I always do my Russian League squads. I know I just used that formation in the Silver Serie A. It's just coincidence that that this is the way it fell. But Russian League, I always play in a 4-3-1-2. I just like that formation for this league. And up front we have Dumbia and Martins. Right behind them two we have Carlos Eduardo at center forward, and our midfield consists of Danny, Roberto Carlos, and Honda. And our back four are Criscito left back, Bruno Alves Bachetti are two center backs, and right back we have Anyukov, and in goal we have Akinfeev, which by the way is a very good keeper, one of my favorite in the game. I feel he's very consistent, very good. And yeah, so that's the starting 11 for this squad. Very strong starting 11. I feel very budget. It only cost me 25k. Oh, and on the bench we also have Wellington, just in case I need fitness here or there if I'm in a match and I happen to go into extra time. So that's what this Russian League team looks like. Russian League teams are very fun to play with. You have lots of pace up front. You have lots of 5-star scalers. You have 4-star scalers. You have good free kick takers. I mean, anything you could possibly want in the Russian League, you can find it. And it's a very cheap team to build. So I was looking forward to this just because I'd never really gone into depth with the Russian League, a lot of the informs and players like that. So yeah, we'll see how they do. In the first game, they did very well, 1-6-2. Carlos Eduardo picked up himself an injury. We healed him up. I had a heals all card that I picked up in a pack that I opened. And then we move on to our next match, which was against this guy who had a fairly good La Liga squad. He had Xavi in there, Benzema, Sanchez, a bunch of good players. But Dumbia breaks the defense there. A couple of fake shots. He just really had no idea where I was going. I kept him guessing, and finally I got the angle. And then a simple 1-2 breaks his defense here. Dumbia's in, and he finishes that one comfortably. Dumbia's an amazing player. This guy scores lots and lots of goals for me. And he gets himself his hat trick right here. As we play it forward to him, he's through, he's in on goal, and he has just all the time in the world to just coolly slide that along the ground into the corner of the net. So he completes his hat trick in the 17th minute. And then Carlos Eduardo is put through here, and then he puts this into the corner, killing the game off. And this was just one of those people who I really knew would rage quit. I kind of saw this coming. And right here, I step up to take a penalty. I missed it. It came off the post. And you would think that would encourage him. I guess, I don't know. I would feel a little bit more encouraged to press on, that seeing that my opponent just missed a penalty. But instead, right when I missed the penalty, he decided to rage quit. I mean, straight after he rage quit, so 4-0 is what we'll take right there. And we advance to the final game of this episode. And our next opponent, fairly good team. We were fairly even as far as stats and all that go. And he was a good player. He had 3 at the back. Normally when you play people 3 at the back, you know, people do say, you know, all they're bad players or it's going to easily to break them. But most of the times when I come across people who have 3 at the back, they have 3 at the back because they're decent at FIFA and they're not idiots and they know how to defend. So when I come across teams with 3 at the back, I guess I kind of, you know, I give them the benefit of the doubt is what I'm trying to say. I don't just go in it thinking, yeah, I'm definitely going to win this. But Dumbia picks himself up 2 goals very early on, 12th minute, and we already has 2. But like I said, this guy was definitely not going to be bad. And then look at this goal from Boateng. Like, I felt that goal was a bit ridiculous. On the half volley, outside of the box, weaker foot, off the keeper's gloves, and then comes in off the post. I thought that was just like a combination of ridiculousness, and somehow this guy finds the back of the net. But Danny, right there, very weird finish. He was like tugging at me, and he kind of pulled me back, and I just about got the shot off, and it just trickles into the net. And then he gets himself a goal right here, a little tramp, Mikkeli. Putting that one away. Although Akinfeev, I felt he should have saved that. That was like one of the slowest tramps ever, and it was just that ball just rolled in. Akinfeev, I felt, could have saved that. And then he actually equalizes there. That was horrible defending for me. I mean, that was just embarrassing. I guess I kind of thought he was going to go for another sweaty goal. Instead, he cut inside and Zarate scored nicely. But Martins right here, and Martins is a great player. A lot of you guys may be thinking there, you know, why don't you start Wellington, or why don't you start Wellington or Wagner Love or something over Martins? And I just start Martins because he has a beast left peg on him. This guy is such a great striker for me, and that left foot I feel has so much power in it. And he's quick, and it's just I like to have a left-footed and right-footed player up front, so it gives me the variety that I want. So Martins is up there for this very reason. He scores himself a goal right there with his weaker foot there, actually. And then right here, we kill the game off in the 90th minute. Martins threw on goal, and he makes it 6-4. No way was this guy going to come back at that point. So we win all 3 games to start this off with our Russian League squad looking good. Next episode, I'll have a signing for you guys, which will be an inform. I guess I'll kind of hint at who I'm going to get. Well, not really hint at, but kind of tease that it's going to be a good signing, and an inform for you guys next episode. But that's going to be it for this one. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Please leave me a like, leave me a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.